In this video, we're going to talk about the new version of WordPress. That's WordPress 3.0. And specifically in this video, the navigation menus. Now, I've discovered so many cool things about the newest version of WordPress, and one of them is the ability to create custom menus. Let's go ahead and log into the dashboard and take a look. We've already done that here, and you'll notice over here some of the additional items under Appearance, one of which is called Menu. And if you're in a default theme titled 2010, then you will also see Background and Header. In previous versions, it was called Custom Header, but we're going to cover that in a little more detail in another video. Now, whenever you first open up the menus, you're going to see that this stuff here is pretty well grayed out. I mean, there's nothing to it, but that will soon change whenever you go ahead and create your first menu. And to do that, you just give it a name. And you can have as many different menus as you want. For that matter, I encourage you to play around with this as much as possible, provided you've got the time to do so. So you can name this whatever you want. Nobody else is going to see this. It's just for your purpose to be able to distinguish between the different menus if in fact you decide to go hog wild and have several of them out there. You know, most folks, they're just going to have the one. But let's go ahead and name this one navigation menu, and then just create menu. Click on that, and you see the light bulb comes on. Now over here we'll have a drop down list of all the menus you've got. Of course, in this case we just have the one. Now then, of all of those, you just select the one that you want and click on Save, and then it will bring up everything that you've created for that particular menu up to that point. And you can always, from that point on, make additional changes, as I'm going to show you now with this particular menu, because right now this menu is bupkis, it's nothing. But let me go ahead and show you before we get into this. This is as it is before we created that custom menu. Now, these guys here are showing up from the prior videos that we've created based on the pages that are created for us. And let me kind of back up here a little bit. Of those three pages, the Home, About, and Contact Us, go back here, I'll show you. And throughout the course of this video series, we've created a bunch of different pages. And as I had mentioned in one of them, under the About page, I created a child page called My Dog's Life, and I showed you how to do that. Now let's go ahead, and if we go ahead and click on the About page, I also pointed out that there was a plugin that we could use, Exclude Pages. Well, in prior versions of WordPress, this came in pretty handy. With version 3.0, this is obsolete. You don't need this anymore. So let's go ahead and just check this guy to the wind, and I will untick this, which basically means it will no longer be included in our pages. Now let's go ahead and do the same thing with the other ones up here, the Home and the Contact Us. Let's go ahead and get those out. And Contact Us, I believe is that the one? Yeah, Contact Us. And go ahead and click on Contact Us. One down here, untick that box, click on Update. Now, naturally you would not be doing this if you are in a prior version of WordPress. You would want those pages to be shown. I'm doing it here to prove a point that you don't need that plugin anymore, because we're gonna be able to do all that stuff from our custom menu creation. So one more, let's go to the home page, and where are we at here? Come on down to Home. Okay, well that one's not ticked. Let me refresh the page and see if it gets rid of those two. Hey, okay, we got rid of all of them. Now then, from our clean slate, let's head on back over here. Again, that plugin was cool in its day, but now no longer. Let's head on back to menus now that we got that taken care of. And we've got our main menu created, or one of our menus created. Now let's go ahead and add some cool stuff to it. Now you've got a lot of options here that you can add to your navigation menu. You know, like whereas a moment ago we had those 3 links up here, well, you can have a boatload of them up here. I mean, you can just have them all over the place, and those can come from the pages you already have created. And if you've got a whole bunch of pages created, you can do a search for them if you've got that many. You can put them all on there if you really want it to be, you know, looking kind of ugly and such. You can also have all the categories. And again, if you've got a bunch of different categories on your site, you can view all of them. You can do a search for them. But we're just going to just add everything. And Okay, let's go ahead and click on, yep, get that guy back out there. Remember, we just took this off, and click on Add to Menu, because if you don't click on this, then these will not take place. So you see they just popped up over here under our workspace. And we'll get to that here in just a sec. Go and click on this guy here to add that to the menu. So we got our category. I know it looks pretty ugly right now. Just bear with me. And that's not all. I always love that in those commercials. And that's not all. You can also add custom links where, and this is just going way beyond the cool factor. You can add custom links from outside of your site. So for example, if you wanted to add, say, your Facebook link to your profile page or to your fan page, you just put that URL right here, give it a name, click Add to Menu, and boom, this will now be an active link on your navigation bar. Let's go ahead and demonstrate this. And give it a name. I better capitalize this or the Google gods may frown upon this. And click on Add to Menu. Should have popped it down here at the bottom. Correct. Now then, and we'll show you here in just a second whenever we get to playing with this here. And that's not all. Yeah, you're waiting for me to say it. Right up here at the top, some pages of your blog will have this option. Not all pages will. Your dashboard will, for one, and your appearance or your menus page will be another one. Again, a lot of these pages will have this option here. Come up here to Screen Options, and you can see these are the guys that are actually opted right now. You can also click on Post. How cool is that? You can actually have specific posts that are available via the links that you created for your navigation bar. Now, I don't think we've got any posts in here. Let me see here. Let's see if I got any posts. I don't want to just yet. But we're going to leave that on there. And heck, you can even have post tags. Just to let you know, though, that there are some hidden gems up here that you can also add in addition to those that are shown right here. Now let's click on Save Menu. Now we are about to jump in and see just how ugly this guy looks right now. Again, nothing up my sleeve, nothing on the nav bar, and refresh. And it looks pretty funky, but you got everything up here. You got the uncategorized, you got your categories, you got the Google here. Let's click on this and see real quick. Yep, there you go. So any site that you have, whether it's your Twitter link or your fan page, your profile on Facebook, your YouTube channel, I mean, your imagination is really your only limitation at this point. Heck, I've got both of these guys up here. Now let's pretty this up a little bit, okay? Let's head on back here. And here's where some more coolness comes in. Rather than before having to go back to each individual page and making a page a child page of another one, as we covered in a prior video, check this out. I want these guys here to be a child page of the home page. But I want the home page to be right up here up top. And this one, a child page of the home. See, I'm just left click, hold, and drag and moving it on over. Now this is a child page of this one. So whenever you click on the home page link on our nav bar, it's going to have a drop down of this guy. And then when we hover over this, it's going to have a shoot out to the right of this guy here. And this one here, let's make this one shoot out even further. I mean, my goodness, how far out do we want to go? As far as you want. And My Dog's Life, we're going to make this one here. Right there. So we got two links under home, and all these are children of the Contact Me. Are you seeing a pattern here? And front page, we're going to make that a child page of the blog. Sales, we'll leave that on the top. And uncategorized, we'll make that a child of the about. And Google will leave that up top as well. Now we're going to make this guy, we're going to make this guy here a child of the home page. Now then, save. Come on back here, refresh. How pretty is that, folks? Is that cool or what? Now when we hover over the Contact Me, you see the child there, the child here, and the child there. I mean, that is just awesome. And that is one of the many cool features that has been added by the brains at WordPress to make version 3.0 of WordPress such an awesome piece of software. And that's going to bring us to the end of this video on customizing your WordPress 3.0 navigation menu. Thank you very much for watching, and you have a great day.